I just want to leave Sunday, whether I win or lose, just know that I did the best I possibly could.
Chase Briscoe just did the unthinkable, and it's left the NASCAR world in disbelief. What seemed impossible a year ago has now become reality, and fans can't stop talking about it. 1 year ago, under the lights at Phoenix Raceway, Briscoe's career looked all but over. With Stewart-Haas Racing shutting down, his final run in the number 14 car wasn't about glory, it was about goodbye. He wasn't racing for a title or a trophy, just trying to savor one last night with a crew that had become family. Fast forward to today, and Briscoe is standing in the exact same spot, but under very different circumstances. Now driving for Joe Gibbs Racing, he's not just back, he's in the Championship 4, and he's done the unthinkable. It is crazy what a difference a year can make, Briscoe reflected during Championship 4 Media Day. You go from being sad and down in the dumps. We were the last people to leave last year because we didn't want it to end. But hopefully this year, I'm the one that's here the longest again. And that statement might just become true. Briscoe has transformed his narrative completely. From a driver without a team to a championship contender, he's taken on one of the most high-pressure roles in the garage, stepping into Joe Gibbs Racing with high expectations and no promises. And in just 1 year, he has not only met those expectations, he's exceeded them. Briscoe's 2025 season wasn't without its challenges. The transition to a new team always comes with growing pains. Yet somehow, Briscoe found his rhythm faster than anyone expected. His breakout moment came when he won the Southern 500, the regular season's cutoff race in 2024, earning him a surprise ticket into the Cup Series playoffs. Though he didn't advance past the round of 12 that year, it was enough to prove he had something more to offer. Joe Gibbs saw it, and he bet on it. In his debut season with JGR, Briscoe snagged 3 victories, including a massive win at Talladega that launched him into the Championship 4. But that's not the only thing that set him apart. Briscoe is the only driver in the Final Four who hasn't yet raced for a NASCAR Cup Series title in the season finale. That lack of experience might scare some, but not him. I've raced against Joe Gibbs Racing, so I knew that if everything went well, there was a very good likelihood that you'd be racing for a championship, Briscoe said. Year 1, I'm not going to say it's surprising, but it also exceeded expectations, for sure. To say this journey has been emotional would be an understatement. Even with his new success, Briscoe hasn't forgotten where he came from or who helped him get here. His former Stewart-Haas Racing team still cheers him on from the sidelines. This week, all the 14 guys, we still have a group chat, they all were sending me motivational videos and trying to pump me up, he said. Richard Boswell, my former crew chief, sent me a video of all his kids wishing me good luck. That loyalty, that bond, it's what makes Briscoe's rise so special. He hasn't just jumped teams, he's carried the spirit of his old crew with him. And now, with Coach Joe Gibbs at his side, he's proving that belief in yourself and the right support system can change everything. When Joe Gibbs took a chance on Briscoe, it raised eyebrows across the NASCAR community. Why bring in a driver who had just come off a rocky season with a closing team? Why not go with a safer, more proven option? The answer is now painfully obvious because Briscoe is a racer. He's gritty, passionate, and hungry. And more than anything, he knows how to adapt under pressure. Winning a championship in your first season with a new team isn't just rare, it's nearly unheard of. The pressure is immense. You're not just trying to prove yourself, you're trying to match the legacy of legends who came before you. At JGR, that legacy includes names like Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, and Tony Stewart himself. For Briscoe to even be in the same conversation is monumental. But with greatness comes even greater expectations. It would mean a lot to do it in year 1, Briscoe admitted. Just with everything, with Coach obviously taking a chance on me, it would certainly make the expectations going forward way harder. Briscoe understands what's at stake. A win at Phoenix would change everything. It would cement his place in NASCAR's elite. It would silence the critics who doubted his move to JGR. And it would be the ultimate thank you to everyone who stood by him when his career seemed to be falling apart. But let's be clear, this championship fight won't be easy. He's up against the best of the best. Drivers like Kyle Larson and William Byron have been dominant all season. They're proven race winners with big stage experience. Briscoe, on the other hand, is stepping onto the biggest stage of his life, with everything to gain and everything to lose. Yet that's exactly where Chase Briscoe thrives. This is a driver who's built his entire career on defying the odds. From his early days racing sprint cars in Indiana to clawing his way up the NASCAR ladder, Briscoe has never taken the easy route. And now, as the underdog in the Championship 4, he's ready to shock the world again. In many ways, Briscoe's story mirrors that of Joe Gibbs himself, a man of faith, perseverance, and unshakable belief in people. The pairing feels almost poetic, a coach who knows how to win, and a driver desperate to prove he can. Phoenix won't just be another race, it could be the defining moment of Briscoe's career. A win here would make him one of the few to ever win a championship in their first season with a new team. It would turn a comeback story into a legacy story. For fans watching, the moment is surreal. Just 1 year ago, Briscoe was unsure if he'd even have a ride. Now, he's on the brink of immortality. This isn't just about a trophy, it's about proving that second chances can lead to something even greater than the original dream. His journey is a reminder that no matter how dark things seem, persistence pays off, talent finds a way, and loyalty to your craft, to your team, and to your dreams will always matter. Briscoe's success also reflects a larger theme in the sport, how organizations like Joe Gibbs Racing cultivate and elevate talent when the fit is right. Unlike plug-and-play replacements, JGR invests heavily in chemistry, structure, and aligning driver values with team principles. Briscoe's ability to mesh with this system so quickly speaks volumes about his mindset and maturity. It's no accident that his breakthrough happened at Talladega, one of NASCAR's most unpredictable and chaotic tracks. That win wasn't just luck, it was a statement, a declaration that Briscoe could not only survive pressure, but thrive in it. That race sealed his title berth and proved to critics that he was more than just a feel-good story, he was a real threat. Chase Briscoe just did the unthinkable. He climbed from the ashes of a collapsing team and rose into the championship spotlight, and what everyone feared, that he might fade away after SHR's closure, was crushed by the weight of his resolve. He didn't just bounce back, he bounced forward. And now, under the desert sun at Phoenix, he has one more chapter to write. Will it end in victory lane? Only time will tell. But one thing's certain, no matter the outcome, Briscoe has already won the hearts of fans, the respect of the garage, and the trust of one of the most storied teams in NASCAR history. Chase Briscoe's story is no longer one of uncertainty. It's a story of redemption, resilience, and rising above every expectation. And when the checkered flag waves, no matter where he finishes, he'll know he did something few thought possible. He didn't just survive the storm, he became it.